What's up, Beardster? It's Daniel. Today we're going to be talking about one thing in particular, the mustache, because 2018 is going to be the revival, the new style of mustaches. You're going to see them everywhere, either with full beards, with no beards, you're just going to see them. But one thing that I've always found is that the mustache always lags behind the rest of the beard, and I imagine that a lot of you have also found this, that you have these massive beards starting to sprout out of your face, and then you just get a little few hairs dotting the upper lip. So we're going to talk about a few things that might help. I'm not saying they're going to suddenly make a mustache appear overnight. There's some of the things that I have been trying to do in particular over the last sort of 6 months, and also some mistakes that really just cut the mustache off straight away. And I literally mean it will just cut the mustache, you'll kill it and you'll have to start again, because I did that in the last 6 or 7 months. I really ruined my mustache. So to start with, the mustache for me always lags behind the rest of the beard. I think it probably grows maybe at half the pace. It just doesn't seem to quite get the hair coverage that I would expect. And it sort of grows in a different way. So you get hair that appears just above your lip and just under your nostrils, and that hair seems to grow in particular very slowly. Now you get these bits just here where you can actually like curl the mustache, where you can get these little twirls and curls and twists on it. That part seems to grow a little bit faster, and I find that you can mix in some of the actual beard, the full beard hair, into the mustache. And one thing I would just say at this point is anything that's sort of under your lip, your top lip line, is part of the beard. Anything above is the mustache. So you're safe to trim anything under the lip, just don't go over it, because that will kill your beard. And that's one thing that I actually did this year. So I was getting a crazy good amount of length, and I sort of wanted to give it a bit more definition, so I thought I'd trim underneath the top layer of the mustache, so just above the top lip. And I thought by doing this I would, you know, sort of give that detached look, so the mustache would actually appear bigger, bolder, and it would just sit above the beard a little bit more and give the desired look that I was going for. At that point the mustache had actually got a bit of length. The hairs were just curling over the top lip, not by the sort of standards that I've got going on now. The hair is probably twice the length as it was back then. But so my first thing was I trimmed the hair so it sat above the lip, and I actually used a razor, electric razor for that. I don't know why I was thinking I would normally just trim with scissors, and I thought, no, I'll quickly do that. And I used a comb, and then I used the razor and scissors to chop away the hairs all around this section. But instantly what I did by doing that and rushing into that, I caught some of the hairs above the top lip, and it killed the mustache straight away. It looked really out of proportion because I had trimmed this bit so much. I then had to trim more on the curls bit, and I had to just take all that length away and start again, really. So I had the full beard, I had a really sharp mustache, so the lip was visible and it looked good, so I sort of rescued it. But I've wanted to grow a really thick, long mustache, and the one thing I wasn't at that point of time was patient enough with it, because it does take time. And so there's a few things you need to do. Don't cut the mustache, just let it grow out, and once you've got your desired length, then slowly trim away at it. We'll do a tutorial on actually how to do it properly, because funny enough I can actually do it. I just don't know what got into me there. Make sure the mustache is cleaned regularly, just even with water is fine. Just really get in there, give it a good scrub and exfoliate it. Comb the mustache daily, start training the hair which way you want it to go. So if you want it to be part of the beard, start training the hairs, brush it, use a bit of beard oil, really work that into it. As the mustache gets longer, maybe change it to a balm, mix the balm in with the rest of your beard, and then just style the mustache into it. If you're going for the detached look, sort of the more flare, the bigger look, just do the same. Just start putting the twists into it, start training the hairs out. I'm just doing that at the moment. I'm probably gonna upgrade and start using a mustache wax that we just slowly going to be bringing out hopefully into the second quarter of this year, sort of March time. We're just playing around with a few new recipes on that front. And just keep it clean, keep it trained, keep it well conditioned. The basics, the way you look after your beard, and your mustache is going to get fuller, thicker, it's going to look better, and you're going to get that style you want. So if any of you have had mustache envy from anyone else, if you sort of, you look around and you see better beards, better mustaches, just be patient. You'll get that. It takes everyone a hugely different amount of time. Some people can grow awesome beard and mustache within a month or two. Some people will take 6 months. Just know how fast your hair grows. If your hair is quite slow growing and it's patchier, it's going to take a lot longer than if someone who's got a really full beard, really full stubble when they start growing it. So don't compare yourself to others, and you're going to get there. Hopefully that video helped ease your fears that you can't grow a decent mustache. You definitely can. Just give it time, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.